ran this cafe, the Giza. Yes, yes, I know the name. But even here, in the middle of nowhere, we have tourists. And tourists will always flock to the familiar. I know something about marketing, you see, from my previous life. A life I was forced to abandon. But I won't bother you with such things. There are enough worries out there already. Just know that if you need anything, I wish to be of assistance. I can't do much. I can make good cakes and tea, and I can make pretty clothes. Oh, this dress, I made it. If you need something repaired... What am I saying? I'm sure you have many clothes already. I was not born in Almeria, but it is my home now. I love it. Not for all the people. There have always been bad people here. Those who have worshipped older gods. But for the good people, and there are plenty of them. Sadly many have vanished. The cultists, those who worship Aten, they are doing evil things. Making slaves of our people. Killing them. Now, we are trapped here, and we do not know who to trust. There are enemies on every corner, behind every door, and they look and talk just like us. I cannot even trust my neighbors and customers. Of course I trust my friends still, because otherwise what else is there? But even friends can be turned. This is a dark time for our town. I pray for brighter days. Almeria has never been innocent. I have seen evil here, long before the skies and ground opened up, long before the earthquakes and the thunder. From what I have heard and read, the town was home to Atenists since thousands of years. This was their exile and refuge, where they continued to worship the old god and the Black Pharaoh. For those who live here, they have chosen to ignore it. No one would accuse their neighbors of being sorcerers and heretics, but behind closed doors, the ancient rituals continued. Now it is in the open. They are no longer afraid. Outside, there is great evil. But inside the town walls, there is even greater evil. No one will speak his name. But I know who leads them, the Athenists, the cultists. I know who is instrumental in making mindless slaves of our friends and neighbors. His name is Abdel Daoud. I have always believed there is a veil over the world, hiding the truth about everything. Now the veil is lifted, it all seems so normal. Does that make sense? True. There are demons walking among us. The souls of the dead have risen. Our tortured ancestors are amassing on our town. And yet, it feels almost expected. Maybe we have become, how do you say, immune. Immune to it all. From the films and computer games and cartoons. We have seen it all already, and reality is no different from the screen. Only more personal. Or maybe I have always lived in the shadow of pain and death. And this is no different. Only now, the demons are not disguised as humans. I've written a letter to my sister. Yeah, I know it is a lot to ask. You need to keep everything a secret. I promise. I say nothing about what is happening here. I only tell her that I miss her and that I love her. Thank you. It is all I ask. I do not ask to be brought along. Your roads are for your people only. I know this because some have tried, and they were stung. In their minds, they say. So, no, I do not wish to try. I treasure my mind too highly. Besides, I want to stay. I want to be here with friends and neighbors to serve them tea and cakes. As long as there is tea and cakes. And friends. But no fruit. No dates. The places they grow in are infected. The soil has become black with the living oil which seeps up from below. There are stories about it. Stories from long ago, when the oil was only in the deepest places. Now, the oil lives in the sun. These are different times. Darker times. I know the Aten worshippers and their slaves are pulling the oil out of the ground, out of the plants and the fruits. They harvest it, make others feed on it. That turns them into monsters, not just mindless slaves like the cultists, but real monsters. We want our land back. Our people. And our dates. Man cannot live on tea and cakes alone. Although, this is no bad thing for business. I hope the letter finds my sister well. That the disease is not spreading. No, do not tell me. I wish to believe in a place beyond this, where the soil is still clean, for as long as possible.